I'm Eve Pearl. I am here with lovely Alicia, who is going to be a contestant in a beauty pageant. And you know what? Why don't I let her tell you what she's here doing?
Hi, my name is Alicia Henry, and I'm representing Prospect Park in the Miss New York USA Pageant. I am so thrilled that Eve Pearl is going to be my amazing sponsor for the pageant. A lot of you actually don't know that behind the scenes, a big part of the pageant is an interview. And I want to look clean, professional, but have my features really stand out, and Eve's going to show me how to do it. Also, I've always wanted to know how to do a really good top eyeliner for the shape of my eyes. I know almond eyes, the girls kill it, but I have big circular shaped eyes, and I really want to know how to get a great clean line to really bring out my eyes. So I'm so excited about today, and thank you so much, Eve.
Sure, and we're about to begin. Here we go. Okay, we're going to begin. I'm going to start with a little bit of a priming moisturizer treatment, and with my new finger palette, I'm going to put that right here. Taking one of the thin 24 count wedges, that's going to go everywhere, all over. So does your skin tend to be more on the dry or on the oily side?
It's actually right in the middle. Coming up towards the winter, it's going to be a little dry, and the pageant's in January, so definitely probably going to be a little dry by then. So you can use the priming moisturizer before makeup. You can also use it at night. It'll help treat your skin. Oh, wonderful.
And there's no silicone, so it's not going to irritate. And if you notice, I'm putting this also on your eyebrows, because I want to make sure this will help keep them down, since you said you usually like to tame them down with something.
Yes, I do.
But because you're a hippie child, love it, love it, love it. Okay, we are going to use our Flawless Face Palette on you, because it's going to be easy for you to travel and do everything yourself.
Oh, great.
And this is the light. So you're going to have a full foundation. You got side one, side two. You're going to have 2 Salmon Concealers. This is the fair. This is the light.
Okay.
You're going to have a blush. And these are all the exact same consistencies. Also, there's a little mattifier and an eye primer and an illuminator, and will also give you some shine for when if your skin does get kind of on the shiny side. We are going to begin. I'm going to take this 115 brush, and I'm going to go right here into the eye primer mattifier, and that's going to go on your eyelids. So close, and I'm going to do your eye makeup first. So I'm going to just put a tiny drop of this primer, like a little bit here, a little bit here, and taking a little non-latex damp sponge, I'm just going to work it in a little bit. I'm not really going to blend a lot, just work it in so it's smoothed out. And then I'm going to take the 101 foundation brush. It says 101 down here, and the side that has Eve Pearl, I'm going to grab a little bit of the side 1, and the other side of the brush, the side that says foundation, I'm going to grab side 2 of the foundation. And all you have to do is just do one stroke here, one stroke on this eye of the side 1, and then the side 2, I'm going to make a little X and put it right on your forehead. When you're doing it yourself, Alicia, you do your whole forehead, but since I'm doing it and I'm going to have my fingers here, I'm going to only do a part of your forehead.
Okay.
So I'm going to take this little spongy, and I'm going to now blend everything in.
So use the sponge for all of this.
I like to use a sponge and blend. We will get you. So your sponsor will get you some.
I will get sponges.
But yes, non-latex and some water. I'm going to just put a little more water, because you're not going to have a sink near you, so I have a little spray bottle. Because you don't need a lot of coverage, but you're certainly going to need coverage for the lighting, and you want to make sure that your makeup is going to stay on.
Absolutely.
But you're going to look like yourself, because this is for your interview, but you're still going to be in front of people. They're still going to be filming you in front of your interview. And because we want to make sure that this lasts, I'm going to take a little bit of this fixative powder, loose powder, and seeing that you're very fair, I'm going to be using our mattifying powder, and this is like for really fair people. I'm going to take a little bit of the loose powder and put a touch of it into the pressed neutral powder. This is going to go right on your eyelids, because I want to make sure that whatever we put on your face, your makeup is going to last the entire event, and you can keep adding.
Great.
So I think we're going to give you like a Scarlett Johansson-y, / Marilyn Monroe look.
Oh, wonderful.
We hope, right? Because you're already starting out. You don't need either one of them. And I'm going to also use our little Bombshell palette, and we'll see what else. I'm going to try doing it with the Bombshell so you could just easily travel with the two. It's my new favorite thing, so I'm going to be using it on everybody. I'm going to begin with the 103 brush and the lightest color right here. And this way this goes, even though I've already powdered your eyes, I want to make sure that you have enough going on here that it's never going to move. Okay, so we're going to do with the Black Pearl liquid liner.
Wonderful.
And we're going to try. I'm going to make little dots. I'm going to hold this parallel to your eye and make little dots. What I'm going to do is I'm first going to just stop it here, and then we're going to slowly practice it with the pencil first to see what direction we like. And then once we find what we like, we'll do it with the liner. Or even better, I'll do it with the shadow first, and then we'll do it with the liner. Because we cheat it with the shadow. Okay, so the liner, I just made it up until the very end. I didn't take it out, so we will come back to that.
I'm so glad to finally have this problem solved. I've always wanted to find a way to get the right 1950s kind of look, and with my eye shape, I've just never known where to hit it, how far to go out with the eyeliner, and yeah.
I think we're going to find it. I think we're going to make it happen.
Thank you.
All right, you know, we'll certainly give it a try. Do you like, I mean, do you want us also to use any kind of colors? Do you like any particular colors, or do you want to keep it sort of safe? I think I might kind of mix a little bit of, I'll see either the Au Naturel. I kind of want to throw in a color with you, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll play by ear.
All right.
I'm going to go and take a little bit of the brown and a little bit of the bronze with the 105 brush. And I'm going to just do a tiny bit of a smoking out over this liner, because I'm still going to give you a little shimmer. But right now I just want to gently take a little brown, a little bit of the bronze, and just give a tiny bit of action there. So now just brown alone, I'm going to just take it up slowly to see how far we're going to go for that hot, sexy kitten look, but professional and polished all at the same time. See, open? Yeah, kind of slowly like that. So all I'm doing is, close. All I'm doing is, you'll be able to see all this when the video is done.
Of course.
I'm just smoking out the liner because I don't want it to look too harsh right now, and then later we'll be able to add a little bit more. When you're very fair, you know, and your eyes are so beautiful and just they're so expressive, you have to kind of go little by little, like tiny little steps. I'm going to take the mixer blender brush. I'm going to take a little bit of this bronzer right now, and I'm just going to go into the crease. A little bronzer, just a little bit in the crease. And then I'm going to take the 108 brush and go into the lightest color here, the champagne-y color. I'm going to put this right on your inner lid. Now I'm going to share a little secret with you. Sometimes you want things to go, you can open your eyes for a moment, you want things to go on like water, you know, to have that. If you take a little bit of water and you put it, you spray it like on the side here, we'll spray it like right here. Take the same brush and put it in here. It'll make it go on like a cream. So I want this to look a little bit more creamy. And simply adding water will make it do that. You know, for the dancers, we have a fixative. We have this little fixative that will make things, I can't find it now, but we have this little fixative and it makes things water resistant. You don't really need that because you're not going to be perspiring at all, but if you're someone who perspires or dances, that little fixative is amazing. But I'm going to take a little bit more of the water and a little bit of the powder, just because I want it to be a tiny bit shinier. So we want to give you natural, let's see, open. You know, we wanted this to be effective, but as though you're still very innocent looking or professional looking. All right, so I'm going to go back to the liner. Actually, not. I'm going to put some lashes on you. You already have incredibly long lashes, but I'm going to put a little bit of the 107 lashes because that will also help us gauge where the liner goes. So first thing I do is I'm going to measure these lashes. From inner to out, and then I'm going to cut 4 of these off the end. I'm going to cut 4 of these off the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, right from here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to cut that right off. We take the black eyelash glue. Make sure the glue comes out a little bit on the nozzle. So you want a little bit of the glue to come out on the nozzle. And this is an okay thing. It's not wasting. It's much better to have it come out on the nozzle. This way you can easily just turn it around and grab a little bit of mascara. So it's a pretty thin coat. And then hold, when you're doing it on yourself, Alicia, open for 1 second. No, when you're doing it on yourself, you're gonna grab 2 tweezers and you're gonna go towards your eye.
Okay.
Have you ever put on fake lashes before on yourself?
Once perhaps, yeah, just with my fingers.
Oh, if you can do it with your fingers, great. If you can't, 2 tweezers will work quite well. So I'm doing this from end to end, and as soon as you place it down, just open your eyes to make sure you don't like glue your eyes shut, and then close, and then we're gonna just, this is a little trick called the Eve Pearl method. It's gonna feel a little strange, but I'm sort of gently pressing these lashes in this upward position. So I'm gonna just turn your head a little bit, open your eyes halfway, so that I want people to see I'm gently drawing these lashes almost parallel. It's gonna feel odd to you until I connect your lashes, the fake and the real. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab the other side of the lash and cut the same number off, which was 4 from the outside. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's good to know how to count and see all at the same time. Sometimes you can't really, because you're getting old, you're getting blind like me, but you should not have that problem because you're young and hopefully can see. And if you can't, contacts work very well. All right, we're gonna turn you over. So you position. And basically whatever we're gonna do today, if you just pump it up a little bit, that will also work for your pageant look.
Great.
Open. Okay, great. So we're gonna separate these 2. I'm gonna let this dry. As weird as it's gonna feel, we will let that dry. And in the meantime, we're gonna fill in your eyebrows. Even though your eyebrows are already beautiful and full, we're gonna give a tiny bit of shading. And you can open, even though it's gonna feel weird. I'm gonna take this Au Naturel palette. I'm gonna use a little bit of these 2 colors. And I'm gonna just go right here on your arch. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I can even use, as light as you are, I can use this brown. I'm gonna go right in here. Because part of that whole 50s era was these beautiful, bold brows. But we will tame them down. I'm gonna lift this up a little. Because we don't want any part of you to get lost. Okay. We're gonna work that out. So I'm just staying on the top of where your own brows are. I'm just staying on above them and just pulling it out. And we'll see how far we can go. I think that's pretty decent far. And I'm basically, believe it or not, I'm using this brown right in here. And over here, I'm gonna go on your arch and just continue taking it up and out. And then later, we could always tame it with a little powder. Whoa, not to worry. Let's see. I think we'll like the archways better. We will figure out which way we'll. See, the whole thing is a work in process until we figure out the look Okay, in the meantime, your eyelashes would have dried. So we take mascara. And these are all yours, by the way. All this little goodies that we're gonna use on you will be for you. So just look down and just keep your eyes open, but look down, and you can blink anything you have to do. I'm gonna connect your lashes to these fake ones. Let's see, I think I might have glued. We'll see. We will figure out what's going on over there. Let me see. Did I glue these? So by weaving the mascara back and forth, you're forcing the lashes to join. They still look very natural. So just look down, and by putting your finger behind the lashes, they have nowhere to go, so they have to join. You've got really long lashes on your own. So if you have very long lashes, you can leave them alone, but I always feel that, that like fake lashes for some reason always will add, especially for stage. Just look, is it weird? Is it pulling? I could take it off and put it on again.
No, I'm great.
Okay, so, yeah. They still look like they're yours.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference. And they'll stand out more on stage, absolutely.
I think you'll be able to see the blue of your eyes better. I mean, but yours are pretty amazing. So we'll cover this up and we'll move on. Now is a good gauge to figure out where the liner is gonna go. And I'm gonna do with the shadow still first. So we took it out a little bit. We're gonna take it out a touch more. I'm gonna use the same little 105 brush. And now I can gently take it out a tiny bit more to see how much further. Like that looks kind of okay if we take the liner out that way. And we'll do the same thing over here. So now that we know sort of what direction the liner can go, we can do that with both. And with the liquid. Because if you just start out with this, it's a huge commitment, right? If it goes wrong,
it's a big commitment.
Yeah, then you're kind of stuck for a while. You've got a lot of mess to clean up. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that you can see the line from the fake lashes to your eye. So look over here where my hand is. You want to make sure that you get the liner on the inner part of your eye, because that will...
So start from all the way.
Yeah, so then you have that line, you see? The way you do that on yourself, otherwise you see, the way you do that on yourself is you look straight in the mirror and you just do it this way. But because I'm doing
at the very,
yes.
Okay.
This way you can't see where the fake, see here you could see that there's a fake lash and then there's nothing. But if we do the whole liner, like look where my hand is now, if you start with the liner all the way from here.
And then there very lightly and then go thicker as I go out?
Yes. Because this will help give you that. So just, and I didn't even go out all the way. I just kind of to show you how it looks. And now, close. Now I'm going to make the whole liner thicker because with you, the whole look is about the liner. So now as we're going thicker, so don't open your eyes too quickly only because I want this liner to dry. Once it dries, it becomes waterproof. But we're going to do this slowly, slowly. Let's see. Okay, open. Ta-da!
I love
That's
it.
the look.
I love it.
All right, so close, and we'll do the same thing on this one. It was really easy to do by putting the powder first and then following where the powder was. And we're still going to be able to smoke this out. So leave them closed for one more sec. Okay, and then open. Yeah. And we're gonna thin that out. We're gonna smoke that out a bit. Let's say you made a crazy mistake and you wanted to thin it out. You can take this little bronzer to fix it, but we're gonna just smoke it out a little bit with this brown. So close again. I'm just gonna go on the outside edge because I want it still to look a little softer. I'm just gonna go on the edges of the black. You can do that with the 105 brush. You can also do that with the 104 liner brush. Sorry, my little finger that you have to clean off. So with the liner brush, you can go into the brown and do the same thing and just tap the edge of the liner. And the reason we're doing the eye makeup first is because this way we could allow anything to fall down. And now we can add more and more drama as we go. Because you're in a pageant, you can't have enough drama. Okay, open. Yeah, so we were able to sort of take it out, and we will play with that and see what we're gonna do. Okay, now, I think I want to add actually a little pink to you. This is our Pretty in Pink palette. What makes eyes come out more than some pink coloring? Oh, do I want to add? I don't know, hold on. I think I can make it work from here. I hate making people buy things that they don't need. If I could try to make them do it from one thing, I will wipe this off my hands so I don't keep frightening me. Okay, you know what? I want to add a little more oomph to your eye. So now we're going to go in here, and I'm going to take the 107. I'm going to go into the pink color right here because I want to give you a little pinky. And then we're going to go right on your crease and sort of take this out and go on the pinky right here and take this out. Good. Okay, open. I think that's gonna work. All right, we move on, then we'll come back and see what else we need. The next thing we do, we're gonna go back to the priming moisturizer. My little finger, you know the great thing about this finger palette? I could put it on any finger, including here. So I'm gonna put it here, open. And we're just gonna clean off now everything that was there. And I'm using just the priming moisturizer right now. There we go. And I'm going to take, this is not even for camera, I'm just going to, I think I got a little glue on you right here, sorry. Here, you might want to, there's a tiny little, you see right in there, look at, yeah, thank you.
Got it.
Nice. Okay, and we move on. Here we go, we're gonna move on now. We're gonna take the palette. We're gonna take foundation brush. We're gonna grab a bunch of the side 1 with the side that says Eve Pearl, a bunch of the side 2. What is this? Boom. We're gonna do the side 2. The darker side of the foundation is gonna go here. So if you smile, this is called reverse contouring. The darker color is gonna go here, on your forehead, on your nose, and on your chin. The lighter color is gonna go right underneath and around your lips. Looks very odd and strange, but you have to have faith it's gonna work. We're gonna take the Salmon Concealer colors. This is fair, this is light. We're gonna grab a little bit of the fair, a little bit of the light. They're gonna go right here. Okay, so this is how the one side looks. A little kooky, I'm doing only one side, I want everyone to see the difference. A little water and more of the sponge. I'm going to start with the bottom area, the area that's closer to your chin that doesn't have, closer to your neck that has no makeup, because we want your face and the rest of your body to match. And then we're gonna go on your forehead, and your nose. And then when you're doing things around under the eye, the goal is not to smear, or your whole makeup. You just kind of gently wanna make sure you blend everything in. So this will just give you a flawless complexion, and you'll just look like yourself.
Look, I'm well slept.
Yes, that's what we want. You're well glowing.
I'm not tired.
The same thing on the other side. We're going to grab a little bit of the side 2, the side 1. So the darker color, the side 2, goes on your cheek. And if you're not sure what that is, you just smile, just like that. So it goes, the whole area of where your smile is, that's the side 2. And forehead, and the nose, and the chin. Right underneath it is the side 1. And around your lips. And then the Salmon Concealer, if you have dark under eye circles, which you really don't, you would use more of the second coloring here, which is the light. But since you don't have a really dark under eye circles, we're going to grab some of the fair and some of the light. So the darker the under eye circles, the darker Salmon Concealer you need. But you don't really have any dark under eye circles. But we just want to still make that look balanced. Just turn you a little bit this way. turn you back. Now, any other areas that are coming out, we're going to make sure we cover all that too. And by your forehead, take the back of your sponge, and you want to make sure that the makeup doesn't necessarily go into your hairline, but is sort of not, there's not too much product around your hairline, almost nothing, so that it's going to be a smooth flow. Okay, now we're going to take our brush. This is the 120 brush, and we're going to go to this blush right here. We're going to put a couple of little dabs right in here, just tiny little dabs, and then you're going to smile, and this is going to go right around your cheek area.
I love that color.
It's going to be so beautiful once we
It's
blend this all
coral.
in. Yep, and it's going to look so natural, because you want to be the natural. This is all about the natural beauty, girl. So it's going to go right here, and it's all the same foundation consistency. There's no oil, but it looks kind of cute. I'm going to grab a tiny bit more right here, and I like using the dual fiber brush because it's also giving you coverage, and I want to cover that little area.
Such a soft brush.
Yeah, it's terrific. I'm going to take a little bit of the blush, and I'm going to put it into a little bit of the concealer because I want to cover up this little spot right here. And this brush is really good to do that with if you have little areas to cover up, because it gives you coverage and color all in one. Good. And then we'll just repeat it over here too. And like, how does your skin feel? Your skin should feel like you almost have...
Great. It doesn't feel bogged down. It doesn't feel dry. It feels
Terrific.
great.
Terrific. We're going to put a little color. This is still the brush that I had the blush on, but I want to make sure, because you're so fair, I want to make sure that you don't get washed out with lighting. So I'm going to put some color back into you. There. Okay.
Are you doing any bronzer, or was that the blush?
Nope, that was just the blush.
Okay.
We are going to take now a puff. We're going to take the loose powder fixative. We're going to put a tiny drop of this in the puff. And then we're going to put this into the neutral mattifying pressed powder, the redness reducer. And we're going to just go like this. And we're also going to take the little dry sponge and take a little bit from here. We're going to do your under eye area, and then we're going to take the puff and make sure that we... Yeah, because that color on your face, the blush, was still foundation, but it was foundation in a coloring of a blush, so you have a nice base there.
Ah, okay.
That is not how we're going to finish. It's just, it's like a good start of like a natural, even if you were just to go out like this. Okay. Next step. I don't know if we're going to do eyeliner on you, but maybe. Do you usually wear a liner under eye?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
So we're just going to do
the mascara usually on the very corner, like right there and done.
Okay, so we're going to do
Like
this.
I told you, I'm a
We're going to, yes,
Favorite
you're a
novice.
natural girl.
yeah.
You are lucky you're so sweet, because you know what? You just have way too many good things going.
Oh.
You're adorable, beautiful skin, beautiful girl, but you know, you can be beautiful inside and out, and that's why we're sponsoring you.
Thank you so much.
And I'm all about women who work hard, because you know what? You can be beautiful and still be really nice, and we want to help everybody.
Absolutely. That is very true.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, we take things for granted. We're like, oh, you're a pretty girl, you get everything easy, but I know how hard you work, so that's why we're helping out. All right, so I put on a little bit of mascara on the bottom, and you usually don't like to wear liner or anything underneath, but what I'm going to do, because I don't want it to look too bare, I'm going to take this 106 brush, and I'm going to go into our powders. I'm going to go into the bronze color right here. I'm going to grab a little bronze color, and that's going to go right underneath your eyes, just so we have something going on here. Yeah, it kind of, see, it kind of gave a little bit of...
Yeah, evens out the dramatic top part too, but it's still very slight.
Very subtle. But just a little bit. Yeah, just a tiny drop. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to push it. I'm going to take a little of the brown and just see what this looks like if I just put a tiny drop of it right here. Okay, that's fine. just a little bit. We could always take it off. Let me see. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to the bronzer and just put it over this brown because I want less than more, but I just wanted something. Okay.
I think it really makes my eyes, the shape of my eyes,
It's still, yeah,
really defined, very.
and you can
pop.
see the, you know, you could see the liner, but it's not about the liner, about anything, and we can't pinpoint. But we're going to go down to the blush, and this is our still same little bombshell palette with our little fan brush. I'm going to go over both these colors and a little bit over these because I don't want it to be too much. So Smile, I'm going to just basically start right down here and gently work this fan brush. And you see how high I'm taking this, the blush almost under your eye. This is for many reasons, because when the lights are going to hit you, and just in general, I don't want to see like a streak of blush because that always looks very fake.
Something very even.
Yeah, and we're going to make you look just naturally gorgeous.
That's another thing I've always wondered exactly where to start and end at what point on with my cheekbones.
Good question.
Where
So when you
blushes go.
smile, see where your smile is right here? This cut, this is where you're going to start.
Okay.
And then you're going to take it up. So by the time you're up here, there's almost nothing left on the brush, but at least the deepest part will always be here by where your cut is.
So start there and work up.
And then work up.
And go up to my hairline.
Basically up
top of
until
my
as
cheek.
far up as you can go.
Okay.
But then there'll be no more product left. And if you want to add an accent, let's say of just the pink, smile, and then just put that on your apples. And then you feel like, oh, I put too much blush on, you can just go back to your original sponge and just go on the edges and just softly, you know, gently blend everything together. It'll just give you a natural, you know, we're always going for at the end of the day, we want to go for the natural finish. So let's see, smile again. I want to make sure we don't jip you on your blush. And you can always build. Sometimes when someone is fair, you know, you get scared to put too much color on, but it's okay. You can gently build, build, build. So,
I love it.
as we're moving along, I'm going to take a little bit now of the Salmon Concealer because I'm noticing that this side goes up a little higher than this side of the liner that I did. So this side has to go up a little bit more. First of all, none of us are even, and then plus it's hard to make people even when you can only look at one side. So I'm going to take this up a little bit more. Put a tiny more mascara, liner. Open. Let's see, close. Open. Okay. So before I ruin it, I'm going to put a little more powder on there. And sometimes that can happen too. We can ruin things by going over them too much. I'm going to go over into the brown. And I'm just going to mush this a little bit more. I'm going to mush this, smoke this out. Okay, yeah, that is good. So time. Now I know you have a particular color you want for your lips.
I do like really great rouge colors.
Rouge.
Yeah. Autumn is around the corner, and I'm really excited to bring out the nice reds and burgundies.
Let's do it. Here's a great little trick about having your lips be really red. This is a caramel pencil. See, it's kind of on a brown tone. If you start out with a nice brown tone pencil, everything will be not pinky. So we're gonna, and you have gorgeous lips, so we're not gonna do the whole size of your lips down below. We're just gonna stay around the edge because we don't want this to be the main color. We want the red to be the main color. So we just start out kind of not lining the outside, but just lining the perimeter, like the inside perimeter. Then this is going to be your lipstick, our little Hollywood affair.
Oh, I love that already.
How could you not, right? Love a great Hollywood affair. I'm going to just take this and put this like this, because this is going to be yours. And then I'm going to take a little bit of, with the brush if you want to get into all the little nooks and cranny areas. Oh, totally forgot to do something. If you want to make this darker, you can put the caramel all inside your entire lip area. Sorry, I forgot. And then you put the lipstick over it. It just gives it a little bit more of a deeper finish. All right, so close your mouth. What's the matter? What's the matter, Joey? What are you seeing? Oh yeah, I have a lot to fix. Red is challenging. My head's got to be in the way for a little bit because I got to see. Okay, so as I'm doing your lips, I want you to see that with red, it's okay. I'm trying to find the right shape. And I'm going to show you how to clean this up also, but I want to make sure that we create this beautiful heart. So I'm totally going crazy and it's going to be big, but that's okay because we will clean it up. Right now we're working on figuring out the shape. Here and here. Okie dokie. Now back to the red. And then we will clean the bottom part up. See, the whole thing with makeup is I don't want people to be scared to try things and experiment. Because if you don't experiment, how will you know what works? I never used to wear red, and then I tried red and I was like, oh my God, red is beautiful. All right, how you clean up the bottom part. See this big mess? A lot of people make this big mess and they're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And they try to wipe it off this way, and then you make a bigger mess.
Guilty.
Well, we've all done that because you go like this and then you're like a big stripe. Yeah. So, not to worry. We will not leave you looking crazy. First, we want to figure out what shape we like, and I think we're almost there. And then, this is how you clean up red or any kind of lip area that's sort of all over the place. You're going to go back to your foundation. You're going to grab a little bit of both colors. But you don't want all of these colors. It's way too much product. So I'm going to take the little, finger palette and I'm going to put this here. Because I do want makeup, but I don't want too much of it. And now I'm going to work it towards the inside part of the lip, not the outside part, towards the inside part. And then do a little. And then we have to clean off. And red is the hardest, so be patient with yourself. Don't do it when you're hurrying up for a date.
Guilty.
I know, we've all, yeah, smile like that for a sec, so that I can get into all these little. Believe me, you are not the only one.
Is it bad that I do my makeup on the subway, on the F train? Including.
Please, I'm not even going to tell you. I don't do this anymore, but I used to do
pro.
Driving, so not for many years, not for 20 years. Have I not done that? But no, where else?
Women,
Yeah.
we do it. We make it happen. The
We're
men don't realize.
Yeah, we're multitaskers. We'd rather be spending an hour doing something else.
Yep. And does your lipstick have a long wear? Because with reds, I know that
This will be, and it's not only long wear, it's also a treatment. So it should feel nice and moist on your lips, and it will last, and your lips will feel good. But you still have to drink water. Make sure when you're competing, I know you'll have to go to the bathroom, but drink water. Do not get dehydrated. Didn't someone pass out not too long ago? I think a contestant passed out. And
I'm known to drink tons of water,
Good.
so I think
that's not a problem. Okay, good.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, so let's see, close. I think we're getting close there. And being that we're gonna stay with the classic look, I'm not gonna put like a glossy thing on you, but I think I'm gonna just do a touch more of this foundation. And then we're gonna powder that so it doesn't run.
We're gonna smile?
Maybe, smile. All right. Oh yeah, and we'll finish up the eyebrows too. We're gonna do a little bit more there. I don't know, what do you guys think about the lips? Let's see, relax your mouth for a sec. Are the lips okay? I can't see anything anymore. I'm so blind. Being old and blind is really crazy. Seriously. Okay. I guess there's worse things, but getting older and blinder.
Oh no, I'm so blind. I'm so blind. It scares me.
All right, so we're gonna do now the eyebrows. I like the way this one goes out. I'm gonna go back into this darker brown and I'm gonna make this a little bit more archy. And then we'll highlight underneath. If you're gonna go for that femme fatale, we might as well do it all the way. That's kind of cool. We will highlight underneath on the bottom. But seriously, you can wear a similar look to this to on stage. I'm going to take a little bit of the Salmon Concealer colors, the fair color right here, a little of the Salmon Concealer, and I'm going to highlight underneath your brows. Close, because you don't want, you don't want to pluck your brows or change anything. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to reshape them, but just using Salmon Concealer. Open. Just a little bit more right here. Now we're going to powder. This is just a little bit of the 103 brush with both of these colors here. And I'm just going to powder right underneath. And to lighten up everything, just take the same powder and just go over everything. Okay. What were you saying, Joey? I don't know, I'm fine with commentary. What would you like? Anything more, anything less? What do you think? It is your look at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I mean, I see this a little bit right here,
Yeah.
whatever that is, but other than that.
Those are the eyebrows. We'll just fill them back in.
Mine are too unruly to cover up, I guess. Sorry.
Fine. We'll make them nice and thick. I'm gonna do
I got my
more.
eyebrows waxed once in my life.
Oh, I hate
It was
waxing. I would never do it
scary.
again.
It was scary. I was a teen, I think. And I've had some makeup artists just at normal photo shoots want to tweeze my eyebrows, and I'm like, ugh.
No, I don't like to tweeze. It hurts and it makes them red. We have this little razor, but it's, again, I don't like to do it with anyone who freaks out with stuff, but this is what, because it won't, the reason I created this is so you can do things and not.
I'm tempted to have you do things.
Yeah, no, I can't be responsible for.
Because that's one of those things like I have
Down.
nightmares about.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be
the over plucking eyebrow nightmare.
Yeah.
Have you had that one?
Yes, I've done it unto myself.
Scary.
Yes. Most of us have, you know, then that, picked at our face until there was like a big welt or something. Yeah.
All of it.
Yep, yeah. I certainly don't want to be that memory of anybody's, because it's traumatic. Okay, so you guys, what are the last things that you see? Because it's really hard for me to see anything because I can't really look at the... So you guys take a look, and you can call Carla if she needs, or anybody. Also, Aina, please, like a little black... Oh, though it looks kind of cute, putting a little beauty mark on you.
Put a beauty mark. Go all the way with it.
We can put a beauty mark on you, but not here, I don't think. So in case you have to ever do that, take something off that just went on you, just go back and put a little bit of whatever you had, which was a little bit of this, a little bit of the foundation.
That's another thing. I did this a little bit a couple years back, but I had this little illumination stick, and I would put it right in the corner here and make it come out a little. Do you have anything like that?
We could put this, and we could put this
Just
powder.
curious.
Yeah,
I've always liked it just because I always usually keep it so natural, so that was the one thing that I would do because I don't wear eyeshadow, but that was something that was fun, I thought.
Sure, we're gonna take this, which is the Illuminator. And
Oh, great, and it's in that palette.
in the palette. Well, you could do two things. You could either use the powder that's here, or you can use the Illuminator, which is here. You could take a little bit of this and put that right in here.
And yeah, where do you start? What's the best way of doing that?
So you see it's right there, putting it right in here, and you can put that right in here.
Just go a little over and under.
Yep.
Great.
And you just, you know, you put the little Illuminator, and you put that right in here, right underneath your eye. Can you see just like a little bit?
Yeah, just a touch.
And the same Illuminator, if you want, if you like, you just take the dual fiber, you know, put it in here, and then you could also put that on your cheeks, especially if you
so
like.
It's for anywhere.
It's for anywhere, and it won't take anything off. You can put it on your eyes if you want to wear nothing but just, you know, like a blush. You could put this on it, and this will give it a little bit of that. See, it's not glittery, which is something I'm always scared about especially when you're under lighting. You don't want to have glittery things happening. But a little bit of Illuminator you can put on. The small brush for around the eye area. If you want to do anything more, you could just use a slightly bigger brush, but this should give you more than enough. This is yours.
Thank you.
We're going to pack everything up. And how do you feel?
This is an amazing look, and I've been dying to learn everything you just taught me, so I will be watching the how-to video religiously. Thank you.
Yours are
Thank
good.
you
Wait,
so
we're
much.
not done. I want to see your whole look. I'm going to see you come in and do it. So, okay, stay tuned.
I will come in and strut my stuff for you.
Alrighty,
Thanks.
let's do it.
Ta-da!
Ta-da, dude, nice. Wow, look at you. Doesn't she look gorgeous?
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Wonderful. I feel like it's a great Hollywood glam look, but still professional and really polished. And it's exactly what I was looking for. And I was taught how to do eyeliner. Finally!
Ta-da.
Big
You look-
stepping stone in my life.
You know what? You look gorgeous, completely
Thank you.
polished.
Thank
You need
you.
a little crown now, and you know, you too can have this look. It's not so difficult. I mean, we just use two simple palettes. It's the whole Eve Pearl method. Please, I want you to support Alicia. How can they find you?
Well, if you'd like to keep up to date with all of my pageant happenings, you can like my Facebook fan page. It's facebook.com/Alicia Henry for Miss NY.
That's right. Check her out. Check us out, evepearl.com. Please subscribe. Show us give us your comments, and thank you so very much.
Thank you. Bye, guys.